Hello beautiful dancer, this is Joana Saahirah with another video inspired by dancers from all over the world. This time around, we're focusing on how to become a successful Oriental dancer. And I will start by telling you I've created a free online course, my top 6 secrets to become a successful Oriental dancer for real long-lasting success, and it's available at my new online school, Joana Saahirah's Online Dance School. Check all the informations and the link to get your course in the description box below this video. Go there, claim your place in the course, make it, share it. I'm very excited to have created it for you, and I hope it inspires you. Now, a few appetizers. First thing to become a successful Oriental dancer is to define your why. Define your purpose. Why are you doing this? Why do you want to become a professional in the first place? Okay, what is the reason behind your dream? When I moved to Cairo, I saw many dancers, and I mean many dancers, who were arriving practically every week, trying to break it into the Egyptian market just as I did. But the main difference between these dancers and me was not that I had more technique than them. In fact, many of them were so much more prepared than I was, technically speaking. It was not the fact that they had poorer dresses, or I had fancy props or a fancy makeup. In fact, my dresses were humbler than their dresses, and my overall look was kind of shabby, to say the least, okay? So what distinguished me and those dancers? The reason why I was there. The reason behind my dream, the purpose behind my work. I didn't want to become a fast success at any cost. I had no interest in the glamour and the fast, quick fix applause many dancers believe they have once they perform in Cairo, even if they perform in Cairo under lousy conditions, without musicians, without payment. They want it at any cost. For some reason, they believe that will give them a stamp of quality, and this is not right, this is not true. The reason why I was there was primarily to get to know my craft in depth, and I felt intuitively I had to go to the source and prove myself in the source and work with Egyptian musicians for Egyptian audiences inside an Egyptian mentality and culture. I had to learn the language, I had to see everything, the good and the bad, from the inside out, so that I could know my craft for real. So this was my first purpose. Then once I fell in love with Egyptian dance, something that happened very quickly, I really wanted the world to see it. So I wanted to rescue the essence of the dance and then share it with the whole world, which was exactly what I ended up doing. So this was my big why. This was my purpose. I wasn't there to become known at any cost in 15 days. I was there for the real work, for the real challenges, and that distinguished me from many other dancers who did not survive or did not thrive, or indeed broke inside the Egyptian market, but to end up dancing in terrible places with terrible conditions and without any consequence for their careers. So define your why. Make sure the reason why you want to be successful in Oriental dance is bigger than yourself, bigger than your vanity, bigger than your ego, because then you will be working for something huge, for something that serves your art, serves the world, serves the people who also love Egyptian dance, and serves the dance itself. If you really love Egyptian dance, you want to add something beautiful to it, okay? So first tip to become a successful Oriental dancer is to define why you want it, okay? And make sure it's a reason bigger than yourself. Second tip, and you heard me speaking about this many times, Embrace your uniqueness and stop comparing yourself to other dancers. This is so important. So important. In my work, I am obliged to watch many dancers, especially my students, because they send me videos very frequently. I have to offer feedback. In my private online coaching, I deliver homework to my students. That means they have to show me exercises and beats of choreographies and entire choreographies all the time. So I'm watching dancers from all over the world in my workshops, around the world, in my private online coaching, um, all the time, because I have to. Otherwise, I only watch the dancers that truly inspire me. And even then, I don't watch too much because I don't want to become influenced. I don't want to spend my time on other people's dances instead of spending it on my dance, which is where I can grow. So it's very important to learn from other dances and to get inspired from the really good ones. But pay attention to the way you use your time and your focus. 99% should be directed at you and your dance, not the dance of other people, okay? So focus on yourself and embrace your uniqueness. What does it mean? It means that instead of crying over the things you don't have as a dancer, celebrate the things that make you unique and improve on the things you feel you need improvement, okay? What makes you different as a dancer? If someone was offering you a dance gig, a dance job, and you really wanted it, and they asked you, why should I hire you and not another dancer? What would your answer be? Do you have an answer for that question? It's very important to know what you bring to the table. If as a dancer, all you have to offer is, I like dancing, I like it, I love it, so that's it. This is not gonna go very far because it's important to love dance, of course. That's where it all starts. But if you become a professional and if you want to be successful in the long run, you have to know what makes you unique. What is the value that only you can add to a certain job? May that be a show or a lecture or a workshop or a private class. What do you do differently? What differentiates you from other dancers? What are your biggest qualities? Work on the weaknesses for sure. This is why we study with good professional teachers. This is why we observe ourselves and see, I don't like this that much. I don't like that that much. But it is equally important, if not more, to know what makes you strong, what makes you different, what makes you unique. Because you see, everybody can know the same technique, everybody can have their own choreography, everybody can wear similar bedlas. But in the end, why would someone come to watch you and not another dancer? What do you bring of different, of personal, of unique, of your fingerprint? This is super important. Last but not least, for this short set of tips on how to become a successful Oriental dancer is something that I'm sure you will not find very glamorous, but it's so real and it's so important. A combination of hard, persistent work with honesty in all your dealings. So, most dancers focus on the results without focusing on the work that produces the results. Success is a consequence of work you deliver. Success is not the goal. Doing the work with excellence is the goal, and then success comes. Have I made myself clear? So, it's very important that you understand that passionate, hard in the sense of doing it even when you don't feel like it, persistent work on your craft improving your skills as a performer, as a dancer, as a choreographer, as a teacher, as a lecturer, because nowadays, baby, you have to be good at everything, basically, if you want to have success, at least on a global scale, international scale. You cannot just dance well, you cannot just be inspired. Basically, what is requested from Oriental dancers nowadays is that they're good at everything. So it's a tough job, okay? It's wonderful, but it's also tough. So you have to work on your craft passionately, persistently, as a job, because it can be a job. I've been doing it for 20 years now, so it is a job. It is not a hobby that I do every once in a while. It's a job, so I work at it. At the same time, have a conduct of loyalty and honesty and professionalism and respect towards everybody you deal with. Of course, that means that you will set boundaries as well. If someone disrespects you, someone who's trying to hire you, or a student or whatever, you have to put a stop to that. You have to make yourself respected in your work. But generally, people are nice. This is my experience. 90% at least of the people I've worked with, and I've worked with everybody in this industry, is quite nice and professional. There is a minority which is not, so you have to watch out for that. But behave according to the majority that deserves your respect, deserves your kindness, deserves your honesty. Honesty goes a long way because there is word of mouth. People talk, and they will talk things that don't exist, and they will talk about things that do exist. So you want to make sure that nobody has anything to say about your conduct. They may like you or not personally, that's their taste. They may like your work or not. Not everybody is obliged to love what you do, but make sure your attitude towards your students, your audiences, your colleagues, the people that hire you is always professional, kind, and honest. This builds reputation and respect. Much more important, much more useful and interesting than this fast, quick fix success that comes, from dancing with your knickers on stage, or doing pornographic poses on a table in Cairo, and all this monkey business that is going on nowadays. That really is nothing but a desperate cry for attention. This is not what builds long-lasting success. What does build long-lasting success, aside from other things, is, as I mentioned, defining your purpose, having a purpose bigger than yourself. Yeah, not comparing yourself to others, focusing on yourself and your craft, and playing the uniqueness card. Yeah, capitalizing on what makes you unique, what makes you different, and last but not least, hard, persistent work combined with honesty in all of your dealings. If you keep these three things going already, you will be ahead of most professional dancers. So you will be really, really good. More, I will repeat, you can join my free online course, my top 6 secrets for success. Find all information in the description box below this video. Also, make sure you visit my new website and my new online dance school. All the information is below, and subscribe to my channel, of course. Yeah, I will see you soon, somewhere around the world, or at Joana Saahirah's online dance school. Until then, you're gonna receive my love and a kiss.